and welcome to the practice of Yoga Nidra. Begin to create a container of safety. And the desire to be connecting outward and a tether back into the center of you. Cultivate a soft body by first creating tension from the toes of your feet through the calves, the quads, right and left butt cheek, squeezing into low belly, low back, tension building from the toes into the belly, into the chest and upper back now. Both arms and all 10 fingers squeezing tightly, clenching jaw, forehead creased and breath still flowing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And begin to release with your exhale. Let the whole body drop into an absolute state of melting, where the muscles pool around the bone and the bones sink heavily into the muscles. And you have created a bed of absolute comfort, where there is no clinging, no holding, no gripping of any tensions, letting go of the physical body tension, with awareness, knowing where the emotional tension lies, and using the exhale to wash it away. And the mental tension that exists in the face, shoulders, neck, and throat all begins to release as the mind finds its anchor. And when the mind finds the breath, it becomes settled into ease. And in the moment, the only action is non-action. There is nothing that you can solve inside the mindscape that will change the future or the past. This is the space of becoming the witness of pure potentiality into the connection, into something beyond the auric body, beyond the physical body, into higher consciousness, into the collective mind. Invest in yourself in this moment and create ultimate ease by supporting the back of the head, by propping the back of the thighs, and by ensuring there's no extra weight added to the back of the hips or the skull. And lay a blanket over yourself, covering from toes to your armpits. And let the palms come out and rotate upward as you press lightly into the back of head and draw the shoulders into the spine. And in this moment, you have created a pillow for the heart and lungs to fall back on. And it is here that you can let go of the need to be. Here you find the state of pure presence, what it feels like to experience what you are doing. Right now, you are experiencing whole body release and an anchor into the pathway of breath. And the practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Let the whole body drop. Sense the weight of gravity as it connects you into the solid earth beneath you. And you feel the physical self, its edges, its corners, your whole container. And then outside of this tangible container that we can see, feel, and touch, there exists an auric body. And inside of this auric body, there is an information field stored. And this information field is impacted by the 7 chakras, which exist in and along the spine, from tail to crown, and from crown to beyond, creating the experience of heaven and earth. And within the practice of Yoga Nidra, we call the mind into alpha state, where we are aware and an active participant into the subconscious mind. We begin to call and see old stories and old beliefs and emotional blockages which exist within the body, which become apparent. There is an awakened awareness. And the body is sleeping, but the awareness is there, just hovering under the surface. And that is what separates us from hypnosis. A practitioner of Yoga Nidra is an active participant. And you are working within the state of calm consciousness, the alpha brain state. This is a beautiful brain state to call in your creative spark. Spontaneous insights are found here, and the ultimate knowing, with no seeking, no learned studies. You are simply downloading pure information from the collective. And in our daily lives, we have these beliefs that prevent us from fulfilling our dharma, our purpose. It is our pathway towards these challenges, towards these triumphs, that take us ever near, closer to the dharma that we have assigned ourselves, our purpose and our essence. The Sankalpa that we plant is the opposite of the belief system that has been bestowed upon us from womb to now. We have created stories to keep us safe, and they have absolutely served a purpose up to this point in time. But at this point, it is safe to let them go. As you know, this is no longer you. This is no longer in alignment with where you are headed. And until you release this belief, you are here. Your Sankalpa is a conviction statement that is planted into the space of the heart. And the heart holds a memory like no other, so you can trust the heart to store it here. And in this moment, in this space, remind your heart of its essence 3 times. Repeat your Sankalpa 3 times. Repeat it so silently, but with the heartfelt conviction that you know this is you. I am. I am. I am. Three times your Sankalpa is centered into the heart, into the spiritual center of center, the center of you. And this is translated and corresponded into the subconscious mind. In this moment and in this brain state, it is so possible to change that belief system. And with trust, you can let go of your Sankalpa. Let go of your Sankalpa. Release any tension that is existing inside of the physical layer. And then ask your awareness to be pulled into the right hand, landing into the right thumb. And on this journey, you will stay in the right side body until you are cued to move to the left. We'll travel the whole of the right side body, from the right hand thumb, moving to second finger, third, fourth, fifth, across the back of hands, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, down through the armpits and right side body, across waist, hip, thigh, Pull awareness through the knee, lower leg, ankle, across top of foot, through the heel, and across sole of foot. Awareness moves into the right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 toes together. And now the whole right side body, awareness from toes to crown of head, right side body. And moving awareness across body, landing into the left side, into the left hand. Pull your awareness there now as it moves into our left hand thumb. Second finger. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Across the back of hand, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, through armpits, and left side rib, across waist, hip, thigh. Pull awareness through the knee, lower leg, ankle, top of foot. Awareness pulls through the heel, sole of foot, and into the left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 toes together. And now whole left side body, from toes to crown of head, whole left side body together. And now shift awareness to both heels, right and left, backs of calves, right and left, the soft underside of the knees, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, traveling up the spine, past the shoulders, and into the base of the skull, and pull awareness all the way to the crown of the head. And shifting across the forehead, across both eyebrows, right and left, right ear, left ear, right eyelid, left eyelid, nose, right cheek, left cheek. Awareness moves into the upper lip, teeth, tongue, into lower lip, chin, across the whole jaw, moving down the throat, the center of our truth, across right and left chest, across the heart space, the upper belly, the soft lower belly. And now feel the whole body, awareness from head to toe, whole body awareness here. And on the exterior of the body, you can feel the belly being moved as each breath washes in, feeling both lungs. The belly rises and falls with each cycle of breath. And your only assignment for the mind is to begin continually witnessing the transition of the inhale to the exhale, to the inhale, to the exhale. And you feel the breath wash any residual tension away from skin, muscle, bone, ligaments, tissues. Breath washes away any lingering chatter, emotion. And you are in this experience with your breath, feeling the depth, feeling the release. And you are in this perfect cycle of nature, receiving and releasing, filling up and making space. And the invitation to new and the releasing of old. Stay with the washing of your breath as it moves over old belief systems, old stories held in the physical body. Allow the breath to wash it away. And let your breath be called so deeply down the spine that it is pulled into the pelvic bowl, where the awareness of breath is fluidly moved through the pelvic bowl. And at the very base of the spine, at the base of you, there is a red glowing chakra, a spinning wheel of energy that turns in a clockwise direction. The breath moves, the color, the inhales burn brighter, and the exhales burn darker. And you are continually watching this wheel of energy pulse with breath, with the vibration of prana. And as this color wheel turns, there are emotions and feelings and knowings that arrive, and the sense of stability, safety, and the connection to earth. It's all here. Both feet firmly rooted into this earthly existence, where you're absolutely free to take up space. And you can set your stake in the ground, and you can tell the world that you are here, and this is yours. There is entitlement to this chakra. You have every right to be here in this moment, inside this body, taking up space in the world, and adding to the collective energy. With the next inhale, pull awareness up the spine, just below the navel, into the low belly. And the color of the wheel that turns in the clockwise direction, spinning and pulsing, is the color orange. And the feelings of creativity, sensuality, ease, openness, grace. And if you have hid from sensuality, if you've hid from sexuality, allow yourself to feel both of these here. To know that this is an absolute pure nature and there's no shame attached. Embracing your ultimate sensuality through vulnerability. Sensuality, creativity, fluidity. And awareness moves up the spine, stopping below the diaphragm and above the belly button, into the brilliance of 1,000 suns. The color is yellow, and the wheel spins clockwise. And you can experience the warmth of the sun as you rest in your will, as you rest in your own esteem. This is a power center, your space of I am, the center of your will, the last stronghold to earthly power, earthly attachment. Your effect on the world all begins here. And how do you see yourself? And is it the truth? What is your will? Call all of consciousness into the center of the heart, where the color green pulsates, spinning clockwise in the chakra wheel of the heart. The color is green, and the feeling is harmony. Here we're blending heaven and earth as the lower chakras meet the upper chakras. You are at the center of yin and yang, the center of duality of heaven and earth. And there is a feeling of peace, balance, and a love that is not romanticized in any way, one that is ever present, never sought, never found, not deserving and not needing, a love that is simply here, a love that is simply pure, a love that you are entitled to as part of the human experience. This is yours. And moving up the chakra of the throat, the center of the throat spins in the color blue and spins in the pursuit of truth and the pursuit of communication. Truth. There is a freedom that exists here, a freedom that is yours to speak the truth. You are free to be. And the inner eye is moved to the center of the forehead, the spinning wheel that exists in the midbrain, the third eye chakra, center of the forehead, anchored by the pineal and pituitary glands that are recognized of light, symbolized by seeing, and the color is indigo. The chakra spins clockwise, and the all-seeing inner eye is awakened, inner knowing, self-reflection, the all-seeing, that of which sees outward, and that of which sees inward. And this eye has no veil. Here lies the inner guru, your own inner faculty of wisdom, the color of indigo. And above the head spins a wheel in the color violet, untethered to the physical body, not held by anything earthly, not manifested inside this body, but connected to the frequency that you are. The color is violet. The wheel spins clockwise, and it is your connection to the collective. It is your higher self, completely unattached, unmanifested, free, peaceful, and in constant communication with Spirit. And from this connection to Spirit and this moment with higher self, you might hear your Sankalpa, as your highest self tells you that this is your destiny, your Dharma, remembering of who you are, beyond the story, beyond the intellectual, who you are. Fall back into the center of the heart and release your Sankalpa, repeating it 3 times. I am. I am. I am. There has never been a higher truth. Sankalpa. And the heart releases Sankalpa into the very depth of the mind, the deepest depth that we cannot see, but we can access through this brain state as the heart releases the Sankalpa to the subconscious mind, the habitual mind. And welcome back the feeling of heaviness, of your body touching the earth. Welcome back the feeling of support as you release your weight into solid ground. And you can feel the awakening of the narrowings of the body, the smallest joints first. Receive pure prana from each breath. And as this prana swirls into the small joints of the toes, ankles, fingers, wrist, neck, there is an internal awakening, an externalization of senses as they bend inward to outward, and you are re-establishing into the 5 sensory self. Take your time awakening here. Welcome any movements, fingers and toes. Taking a stretch from head to toe. And as you're ready, helping yourself onto your left side, the side of the feminine moon energy. Resting here in contemplation. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat.